What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a new video, guys. So today we're here with a 335. We got some things we got to figure out still. We have the instrument cluster that we got to seriously get figured out because it keeps cutting out. Every time you take out the fuse and put the fuse back in, it turns on, but then it cuts out like when you turn off the car. So it's kind of weird. We got to replace that. We got lots of things to do on this car, so I think we're gonna go ahead jump into swapping some things out. We also have the taillight that we have to put on because the old one is cracked. So we got lots of things to do in this video, so let's go ahead, jump right into it. Alrighty guys, so we are in the car right now. Let's go ahead, turn it on so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So we got the clutch in, go ahead, turn it on. And as you guys see, the cluster just does not turn on, so got to figure out if it's like the wiring or what it could be, because it's definitely not the fuse. We already replaced the fuses, so now it's just a matter of figuring out what the actual problem is. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. It looks like it has, I think it's like T15 or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, gotta double check, but we're gonna go ahead and unplug this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the battery in the back as well. And I'll go ahead and show you the damage that we have on the rear that we got to replace too. So let's go ahead and go outside real quick. So yeah guys, if you see over here, this bumper is completely destroyed. So is this tail light. So it has a big crack right here and is a piece missing. So we got to take this thing out. And I'm afraid that it might not fit properly because of how the quarter panel is. But I mean, we got to do our best. So we're over here at BMA. This is Nick's business over here. They actually just got an E92, actually an E93 M3 in for parts. And it actually has some nice trims that we're gonna go ahead, I already bought them, so we're gonna go ahead and take out those trims. It's a nice brushed aluminum, so like M3 brushed aluminum. It's a little bit different from this one. This one is like, I don't know how to explain it. This one's still nice and I like this aluminum trim, but the brushed aluminum is super clean, super nice. So we're gonna go ahead and replace all these because this one over here, I don't know if it's gonna focus, it is all beat up. It is pretty beat up over here, so we're definitely gonna replace this thing. Let's go ahead and go take off those trim pieces. So I pulled the car up over here. We have this E93 in for parts. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is take these trims. So I don't know if you guys can tell the difference on these like M3 trims. They're a lot more brushed looking. It's very hard to tell on camera, but in person they look really nice, and they're in a lot better condition compared to mine. So we're gonna go ahead and pop all these ones out real quick. The only problem I'm gonna have is the center console, so might end up just copying like an M3 center console manual with no CIC. We might try doing that, but yeah, let's go ahead and take out these parts. Alright guys, so we got all the trim pieces out. We got it from the door panels up here and then over here. And then we also got this door panel. And I already put them all in the back seat of my car. We're gonna end up installing these once we get the car running and driving properly. Yeah guys, this is pretty bad. So let's go ahead and grab the new one and put the new one on. So we ended up getting this one from eBay for like 80 bucks. I probably overpaid, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and throw this one on. Let's go ahead and test to see if it works real quick. Now, to be honest with you guys, I think this is gonna be the end of this part of the video. But yeah, we got some other things we gotta get done with the car, so let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty guys, so today we actually picked up a new instrument cluster. Well, actually yesterday we picked up a new instrument cluster. Today we're gonna go install it to see if that will fix the instrument cluster problem where it doesn't turn on sometimes. We also bought some new interior mods, so very, very excited about that. So let's go ahead, jump in to driving over to the 335 and getting some work done. We also picked up a new camera, so if it sounds or looks a little bit different, that's probably why. We ended up getting a new smaller Sony camera, ZV-1. So if you guys are camera nerds like I am, you guys might know about this camera. It's a vlogging camera. I actually put up my nice Rode VideoMic Pro on here as well, so it should be really, really good audio quality. But anyway, let's go ahead, jump back into the video. Alright guys, so we just made it to the shop over here. We got the 335. As you guys can see, we got the 335 just chilling over here. Let's go ahead, grab the cluster from inside, because I'm really just curious to see if it's the actual cluster that's causing the problem, and it's really easy to replace. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So just so you guys can see, I put the key into the ignition, just started it up, and it's not working. So we know for a fact that this cluster is either messed up or some electrical wiring is messed up. So let's go ahead, swap out these two little screws down here. I think they're I can't remember what size they are, but it's like T-bits. So we're gonna go ahead and take those out real quick. Alrighty guys, so it seems to be working, but to be fair, the other one was working before like that too. Whenever you would unplug it or plug it back in, it would turn on. So the real test is to how many times, like I think when I lock the car, like get out of the car and lock the car, is when it stops working. So we're gonna go ahead and test that. So let's go ahead and turn on the car real quick. Seems to be working, but it always does this, so we don't really know until we actually know, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead, drive around the car for a little bit, test it out, see what's going on, and hopefully it starts working. So let's go ahead and see. Alright guys, so here is where we actually test to see if everything is going good. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the car. As you guys can see, the cluster is still working. So let's go ahead, close it. Okay, now it's locked, completely off, as you guys see. So let's go ahead, unlock it. Please work. So it seems to be working. So that's a good sign. It actually seems to be working. So I guess we will find out if that cluster was actually the problem. So far it's looking good, and if it is, I'm very happy because Erlon actually had an extra cluster that he let me have. I think he let me have, hopefully not just borrow, but if not, I'll buy it from him. So seems to be working. Only way to actually test it though is by just over time. So I think now what we're gonna go ahead and do, I think we're gonna go ahead start cleaning out the car for tomorrow's video. Tomorrow we got a lot of work we're gonna be getting done on the car. Like we're gonna be going ahead and replacing the curtain airbag as well as the whole, what's it called? I can't think of the word, but we're gonna be replacing the whole headliner. And then another thing, so it's a secret though until tomorrow's video. So let's go ahead, start cleaning out this car. Mostly just vacuuming everything. We're gonna take out the seats actually to clean everything so we have enough space for tomorrow for taking out the headliner, because I want as much space as possible in here. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do for the rest of today's video, and then tomorrow we will be starting a new video. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Guys, look how messy this is over here. Oh my gosh, good thing we're taking this out, because bro, look how dirty this is. We're definitely gonna clean this out right now. I have my vacuum with me. Let's go ahead and take out the driver's seat real quick as well. Alrighty guys, so this side's not as bad I feel like, but it still has like a lot of garbage. So we're gonna go ahead and vacuum up everything real quick. But man, look how dirty this is. Like it's honestly pretty bad. But yeah, let's go ahead and vacuum it real quick. Alrighty guys, so we went ahead, cleaned the floor mats. These rubber ones were pretty easy to clean. These carpet ones though, they have like some hard caked on like substance. I don't know what it is. I tried getting it out, but it's not coming out, so it is what it is. But we ended up vacuuming the carpets and everything. There's a ton of like animal fur or like hair in here, and it's really hard to get out. So maybe tomorrow, when we maybe in the next video, we'll go ahead and clean it better. But for now, it's way better than before. I think we're gonna go ahead and throw in these floor mats real quick. So let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty guys, so we cleaned up everything. We switched out the cluster and it's still working. So we know for a fact now that it was the cluster. It's gonna sound funny if next video it's still not working, but hopefully it's gonna work. Like I said, guys, slowly getting some nice progress done on this thing. It is a lot of work. It still has a ton of stuff left to do. So next video, we're gonna get a ton of work done as well. So stay tuned, guys. I've been trying to post every single week. Starting to get more into it again. Kind of took a break for a while, but we're gonna get back into posting more, especially for spring and summer. So the next video is gonna be the headliner and the airbag, and then we're gonna go ahead and put in the seats again. I'm not gonna mess with it right now because tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna be replacing everything. So, alrighty guys, I won't talk any longer. Make sure to go ahead and check me out on Instagram. I'll go ahead and throw up my Instagram down over here. Remember to subscribe while you guys are at it. I'm gonna be coming out with more and more content as we go on. So stay tuned for that, guys. Go ahead, give the video a like as well while you're at it. Remember, stay safe, stay happy, and stay in that project car. I will catch you guys later.